Some villains fight for power. Others fight for survival. But Sabretooth? He fights because he loves to kill. Welcome to Get to Know Villain Edition here on Panelhead Comics, where we deep dive into the twisted origins, shocking evolutions, and blood-soaked legacies of Marvel's greatest villains. Today we're sinking our teeth into Sabretooth, one of the deadliest mutants alive, and Wolverine's most savage enemy. And, Panelheads, if I hit you with a Sabretooth story you didn't know, make sure to claw that like button and subscribe. That way you'll never miss another deep dive into Marvel's greatest villains. Sabretooth first appeared in Iron Fist issue 14, created by Chris Claremont and John Byrne. Originally introduced as a mercenary and an assassin, Sabretooth's sheer brutality and animalistic nature quickly made him stand out, and before long he was tied to Wolverine as his most dangerous rival. But what made Sabretooth more than just another clawed killer? His origin story holds the answer. Born Victor Creed, Sabretooth's childhood was steeped in abuse and cruelty. His mutation, enhanced senses, claws, fangs, and a powerful healing factor, marked him as a different from an early age. Unlike other mutants, Victor embraced his monstrous side, growing into the predator who enjoyed the hunt. Over time, his backstory revealed connections to the government Black Ops programs like Weapon X, where he and Wolverine were both subjects to brutal experimentation. While Logan struggled to hold on to his humanity, Victor fully gave into his animalistic nature, making him Wolverine's darker reflection. And it's in his rivalries where Sabretooth truly defined his legacy. No rivalry in Marvel is more personal or more savage than Wolverine versus Sabretooth. Their battles stretch across decades, each one bloodier than the last. In Uncanny X-Men issue 212, during the Mutant Massacre, Sabretooth tore through the Morlock tunnels, solidifying his role as one of mutant kind's most sadistic killers. In Wolverine issue 10, their connection was fleshed out with a flashback of Logan's early days, where Sabretooth's cruelty haunted him long before the X-Men. In Sabretooth Death Hunt, Victor's solo series showed him as a mindless brute, but a calculating predator, willing to manipulate as much as he mains. And in House of X, Powers of X, Sabretooth became the first mutant exiled by Krakoa, locked away for crimes even other mutants couldn't ignore. But Sabretooth isn't defined by who he fights. His powers makes him one of Marvel's most dangerous predators. Sabretooth's abilities are terrifying. He has superhuman strength, speed, heightened senses, and razor-sharp claws and fangs. His healing factor makes him nearly impossible to kill. And unlike Wolverine, he never restrains his feral instincts. Add in his cunning intelligence and sadistic streak, and you get a villain who doesn't just want to win, he wants his victims to suffer. And that cruelty has carried Sabretooth far beyond the comics page. Sabretooth has appeared in multiple adaptations of Marvel's X-Men universe. In animation, he first stalked Wolverine in X-Men the Animated Series, where his snarling voice and brutal fights became a highlight of the show. He returned in X-Men Evolution as a more animalistic hunter, and again in Wolverine and the X-Men. In video games, Sabretooth has been a recurring boss and a playable character in titles like X-Men Children of the Atom, the Marvel vs. Capcom series, and X-Men Legends. His savage moveset makes him a fan favorite for players who prefer raw, brutal power. And in live action, Sabretooth was played by Tyler Mane in X-Men, where he was more of a brute than brain. Later, Liev Schreiber redefined the role in X-Men Origins, Wolverine, portraying a colder, more calculated Victor Creed with a twisted brotherhood to Logan. And no matter the medium, Sabretooth's role is always the same. The Predator, lurking in Wolverine's shadow. From an abused child to a Weapon X operative. From mercenary to Wolverine's eternal rival. Sabretooth has carved his place as one of Marvel's most terrifying villains. What's your favorite Sabretooth moment? The Mutant Massacre? His brutal fights with Wolverine? Or his twisted exile in House of X? Drop your comments down below, Panelheads, and let's talk about Marvel's most feral foe. And if you learned something today, make sure you like and subscribe. We shine a spotlight on Marvel's villains and heroes you thought you knew, so this community can grow sharper with every dive. Other than that, Panelheads, we will see you again when we cover another one of our favorite comic book villains from over the years.